tense, can't think straight, you're overwhelmed, cranky and moody all the time, easily agitated, you feel like there aren't enough hours in the day, and no clear solution is in sight. Yeah, you guessed it, you're stressed. College life is bombarded and full of hassles, deadlines, frustrations, and demands. So today I'm going to be explaining to you what is stress. Everyone felt this at one time or another. I feel that almost every day after doing calculus somewhere. Overview. So today I'm going to be talking to you about 3 main points. What is stress, the causes of stress, and ways to manage stress. So now I'm going to define stress for you. What is stress? Stress was a term coined by Hans Selby in 1936. He defined it as the non-specific response of the body to any demand of change. And that's taken from the American Institution of Stress. Very clear, everybody feels like that every once in a while. Alright. This is the human function curve. This is basically telling you how everybody lives daily. Everybody wants to be here in the comfort zone. And the healthy tension is basically your response to stimuli, because your body basically puts out responses to any change in the environment. So there's good stress and bad stress. So everybody wants to pretty much stay on this side of the curve. That side of the curve is pretty much where everybody feels in school when you feel like mental breakdown and you're always tired and you're confused and you can't think straight and you're pretty much just helpless because all the things are bombarded on top of you. That's called the hump. That's where you start to feel exhausted, you get headaches, you can't think straight, and that's where you don't want to be. So everybody pretty much wants to be in this side of the hump where you're managing your stress appropriately and you're keeping everything under control. Stress from a biological standpoint. Basically, stress is directly related to your nervous system. The nervous system releases hormones that help you respond to stimuli. So pretty much every part of your body is used when you're feeling stressed. So like for example, a good stress, your brain, your reaction time increases. Bad stress, your heart speeds up its rate and your heart starts pounding and your blood pressure rises. So stress from a biological standpoint. When you perceive a threat, your nervous system responds by releasing a flood of stress hormones including adrenaline and cortisol. What are the causes of stress? Basically, everybody feels this in college. Everybody was in that comfort zone over the summer, and once you get back into school and everything is, the work is piled on you and deadlines and you're feeling the stresses of school, those are pretty much the causes of it. Major life changes. Everybody leaving their comfort zone from home and everything, you pretty much didn't do anything, you're just hanging out all the time, that's a major life change because you're stepping out of your comfort zone into another area of your life. Work. I don't know how many of you work and do school, but it's a lot to juggle, so it's a lot on your plate. Expectations. Everybody is expected to succeed in college. Nobody's expected to fail. So everybody's trying to strive to do their best, and that's a lot of pressure on anybody. The workload. I don't know about you, but I do like 3 hours of homework every night. My workload is ridiculous. Relationship difficulties. Whether you have a girlfriend or boyfriend or family issues at home, everybody deals with relationships. That can also be a cause of stress. Pressure to do well is the same thing as expectations. Social acceptance. Everybody wants to be socially accepted amongst their friends. Some people don't have a lot of friends, so that's also another stress builder upon them. And being away from home. A lot of people travel from far away, and like I've mentioned before, your comfort zone is being home, where everything you know, everything is normal to you. So being away from home is pretty much a stress in itself. But all stress isn't bad. Like I mentioned before, there's good stress. According from the American Institution of Stress, they define good stress as eustress. It's when your hormonal levels rise, causing an increase in your strength, stamina, speed, your senses become sharper, and your focus enhances. For example, slamming on the brakes to avoid an accident. Your reaction time speeds up, your adrenaline releases, you get scared, so pretty much your automatic response to your impulse is to slam on the brakes. That's good stress because it pretty much is your body's way to defend yourself. So it's either like fight or flee. So it's your body's way to protect yourself. So slamming on the brakes is an example of good stress. Everybody can do it and stay without jumping over that curve by following these ways to manage your stress. Ways to manage your stress. Establish a support network. Everybody needs to have a strong support network around them, family and friends, people to stay positive. Control. If you have confidence in yourself and your ability to influence the events and persevere through challenges, it's easier to take stress in stride. Your attitude. If you accept change as a part of life, you pretty much can deal with stress. Ability to deal with your emotions. You're extremely vulnerable to stress if you don't know how to deal with your emotions when you're sad and angry. If you pretty much let yourself get overwhelmed by your emotions, you're vulnerable to stress. Knowledge. If you know like the situation you're in, how long it's going to last, and pretty much what's expected of it, then you know how to deal with your stress. So if you know a test is coming up, you know how to study, you know how far along the test is. So if you pretty much get into a mindset where you can control the situation around you, you won't pretty much get overwhelmed by stress. Sleep. Everybody needs to sleep. You can't put your body gets strained when you are up all night studying, worrying about anything. That's bad for you. Exercise. Pretty much keep your body healthy and you can control stress. And most importantly, eat well. These are effects of stress if they're not managed. You have body aches, heart disease, sleep problems, depression, and obesity. This is taken from a person who did their PhD on stress. This is pretty much a thing of stress effects on the body. Your body responds negatively towards bad stress when you get over to the hump, where you get exhaustion, your body hurts, sleep deprived, you get depressed, you can become fat, get acne, hives, eating disorders. So pretty much everybody wants to stay on the good side of stress and not let yourself get overstressed. So the conclusion. So basically today I talked about defining what's stress for you, the cause of stress, and some tips on ways to manage stress. These are my references and any questions.